part of that, either sometime during the webinar tonight or anytime afterwards, just simply go to our website at www.coachingbypeter.com. You can learn more about what we do. You can see a bunch of our partners all over the United States as testimonials on there. And if you feel like, you know what, I'm better off with these guys than by myself, then just put your information in there. And somebody from our staff, sometimes even I myself, will call you, talk to you about it. If it's a right fit, we're going to go and we're going to go rock and roll and hit it. All right, guys. So now the topic at hand. So today we talk about, we have this same kind of a webinar that we're holding tonight. We have it, I'd say, probably once every 3 months. And that is right before or a little bit before we go into our live event. And live events is something that we do here every about 2.5 months. And we're very adamant about these weekends. We're passionate about them. We spend, sometimes, well, all the time, people just kind of show up to them. And, they think about them, but more or less they think about it, show up. Well, guess what? In our world, we don't just think about it. I mean, we right now are actually planning for our next live event. I mean, we are in overdrive in so many things that we do. But having said that, to this, like literally as we speak here tonight, our staff, our team is already planning our next function, which happens August 10th and 11th, right around the corner from our offices here in Atlanta, Georgia. And I can tell you, for those of you that are just kind of like, no matter where you are in this business, whether you're in that first category where haven't joined us yet, or you're in that second category where you've joined us and you want to accelerate your growth, right? So no matter what category you're in, I can tell you, you absolutely, guys, need to attend our live event coming up. And so we want to just take a couple minutes tonight, Julie and I, and we want to talk to you guys about why we are so passionate about doing things live. Because I can tell you, we personally, we see each other every day. We see our staff every day. We interact on a daily basis. We don't necessarily need another weekend together. I mean, we have fun. I mean, I think last weekend, Julie and Brian were at our lake house, and that was cool, and that was fun. We had a good time. But there is a reason why we actually block off whole weekends, and we make them available for both our partners and people that are not quite our partners. And in my opinion, what happens live cannot be replicated in an information-filled technology type of a way. So many things right now that we do happen through technology, right? I mean, think about how often this is a cell phone, how often do you use this on a daily basis? How often are you on your email on a daily basis? How often do you communicate through Skype? And Julie was just telling me she switched to Apple products. And, what's the big, the thing on, FaceTime.
Yeah.
I mean, I was literally, I'll tell you a story. I was with one of my friend investors a little while back, and we just spent a day together. And literally the guy, every call he took, he was FaceTiming it. I mean, and I was like, dude, this is so weird. Like, I don't, when I can't answer the phone, I'm like, hello? He answers the phone like this. And I'm like, Pete, I haven't met anybody in like a year and a half. And I started thinking about that. I was like, that's weird. I mean, you just take so much. I know we live in the world that lends itself to not seeing people face to face. And sometimes that's good. I mean, look, when you're one of our partners, we know you can't see us face to face on a daily basis. So thank God for technology. It's great that we have the ability to literally communicate with you at a speed of sound. It's great that when you have the ability, when you're one of our partners, we can get a contract to you within seconds. It's great that when you're one of our partners, you have the ability to connect with Julie or our staff almost on a daily basis, sometimes twice a day. But there's something magical that happens, that when you take all the technology away, you take the phones away, you take the Skype away, you take the FaceTime away, and you literally are sitting with somebody in a room one-on-one. And that magic is the reason that we do these live events every couple months. the best way that I think I've been able to compare it, and I used this comparison, I think last time we talked about it, maybe not, maybe I told somebody else about it, but the best comparison I could give you guys about the importance of these live events is by comparing it to athletics, comparing it to sports, okay? And I'll tell you my personal experience. My actually personal experience happened a little while back about, that's when I kind of came face to face with how important live things are. I grew up playing tennis, and I actually was a pretty good tennis player, played all the way to college level and won quite a lot of tournaments, had a decent amount of recognition. And I remember when I was a kid, I was invited to go to a professional tennis tournament, okay? And I was lucky enough that day to get some frontline seats. And I still to this day remember what happened to me when I first time ever in a live environment saw a professional tennis player. And I kid you not, the ball literally did this as it flew across the net. I mean, it was just, it's the kind of thing that you could never, ever, ever get through TV. It's the kind of thing you could never get by reading a magazine. It's the kind of thing you could never get when you listen to a telecast on a radio. I mean, I literally saw that ball sailing through the air like this. And that was the first time it hit me just what it means to be around a professional. And I'll give you another example. I remember the first time I went to see a basketball game, and I was sitting pretty close up, and I saw these guys. And, I mean, these guys are like, it was unbelievable when I saw the size of these guys and how quickly they move these guys. And my point is saying this, and if you've ever been to a professional athletic event, you know exactly what I'm saying. You cannot appreciate through technology what you gain by being somewhere live. Hey, you're watching the same tennis match. I'm just sitting there and you're watching it on TV. Same two players, same court, same everything, but I have a totally, totally different experience. You're watching the exact same basketball game. Same game, same players, same court. I'm sitting front row, you're on TV, and I promise you I have a totally different experience. And so the best way I can explain the importance of being somewhere live is that, yes, same Julian Peter, same team, same information many times, but when you're in a live environment, what happens to you and how you react to it, how you see it, how you interpret it is different. It's just no other way of saying it. And so if you think about it, whether you're a partner of ours already or you're looking to become one of our partners, one thing's for certain, you want to go faster, right? I've never met anybody in this business that says, gosh, I'm going way too fast. I got to slow down. I mean, like, you know what? I just slow. It never happens. As a matter of fact, if anything, you're probably frustrated right now, right? You're frustrated right now. No matter where you are in this business, you're probably not where you want to be. And you're frustrated. You're frustrated. Why am I not further ahead? Why haven't I done this? Why hasn't this seller done this? Why haven't we closed as many deals as I thought, right? Why, right? So in order to get to where you want to be, you need different tools. You just need different tools to get there, okay? Well, I want you to look at this live event as just another tool. That's really what it is. It is just another tool to get you closer to the promised land. It's just another tool to get you closer to maybe your first deal. It might be another tool to get you to your 20th deal, whatever it is. But look at this live event is not just another thing that happens that, well, I could skip it and no big deal. Yes, I get it. You could skip it. I get it. But why slow the process down? Why not get there as quickly as you possibly can? And I could tell you without a shadow of a doubt, when you come meet us live, when you see us when you experience kind of how we do things and what we do things, and you see other people next to you who go through the exact same thing you're going through, by the way, and what happens, you just get to the next level. It's another tool to, it's like people saying, well, I don't need to do marketing. I don't need to do marketing because I just have deals coming to me. And I'm like, okay, got it. But you do need to do marketing, because marketing is another tool to get you closer to a deal, right? It's like people saying, well, I don't need to learn negotiations. I know that if I talk to 6 million people, somebody will sell their house. Okay, I get it. You're probably right. If you talk to 6 million random people and just with no ability whatsoever, just ask them if they sell you property, somebody will say yes, right? But why? Why not get better at negotiations? Why not get better marketing tools? Why not get better at securing deals? Why not, right? And the way you have to look at our live events, it's just another tool. So why not use a tool that's going to get you there? I think the reason people sometimes miss these live events is that it's a little bit of a conceptual tool. Like, direct mail. Mail postcard, very straightforward, very direct, spend $1, hopefully make some money, right? Live events not like that. It's kind of a conceptual thing. It's kind of like you gotta be sharp enough to see what we're talking about. Okay. But I'm going to tell you right now, as conceptual as it may be, when you get to our weekend, when you spend time with us, that whole conceptual thing goes from being conceptual to being a reality. You're like, okay, now I get it. And the reason that I'm kind of have the ability to say things like this and not skip a beat is because we've been doing this, and I don't know how long now, but we've been doing these for quite a bit. And I've never had anyone leave our live event on a Sunday and say, oh gosh, I wish I wouldn't have come. We've never, and we get feedback. We give the ability to people to give feedback. And guess what? We're not perfect. Sometimes Julie and I don't get perfect feedback in what we do. I mean, we're human. Sometimes we make mistakes, we make errors, we make scheduling problems, whatever. But I could tell you, across the board, when people leave our live events, they're excited. They're fired up. They're just they're at that next level, which is the goal. Get you to the next level. We believe in our live events so much that we kind of made a corporate decision here that we're not even going to charge for them. A lot of times people make money off these things. We're not even here to make money. That's not our gig. Our gig's to truly help you out. Mm-hmm. Our gig's for you to leave that live event and say, I get it. I see it. It makes sense. You guys are for real. The company's for real. The people are for real. I want to do more deals because, guys, I promise you, corporately, that's what we're about. We're about more deals. We're not about selling tickets to seminars and webinars. That's not our gig. Our gig is to do more deals. And so, one, if you're listening to us tonight, there's no charge. But number two, the reason there is no charge is because that's not how we make our money. Our money is made on doing deals. And we know wholeheartedly that if we get you to this live event, that we will, no question about it, be doing more deals. We know that if we get you to this live event, we will put both of us in a position of doing more deals. Now, I want to spend a little time. Julie's just kind of sitting there. She's probably like, what the hell, Pete? I'm only going for 30 minutes. Just look at the clock. I've been going for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I could just set this one out. I'm just.
Well, I don't want to hog the whole thing. Why do they need to come?
For me, I think everything that you said is definitely, reasons why someone should come. For me, the most important thing is it's just not that I have a problem talking to anybody that I've never met. Any of y'all know me, I can pick up a conversation just like that. It makes a difference to actually physically put a face with someone's voice and their name. For me, it really does. It's like a game changer, right? The other thing that's a big deal to me is I've been to a lot of seminars. I've been to a lot of live events, and I'm not saying anybody has a bad event. Don't get me wrong, but we put this event together for training. Okay. So it's not going to be conceptual notions of, okay, well, you go make a call and that's how you do it. Well, guess what? I'm personally going to show you how to make these calls. I'm not going to leave you hanging. We're going to show you how to do everything from start to finish in this business in a live environment to where you're going to be there and you're going to understand exactly what we're talking about. I do notice this. A lot of times people that get started in this business is they have all the pieces, right? It's almost like you threw out a box of puzzle pieces and you're trying to, put the corners together. And what a live event does is it helps you put all of these puzzle pieces together so that you understand this business from start to finish. Also, it's a good kick in the rear. Yes, I said that. You are going to be there and you're going to meet other partners that are successful. You're going to come out with a game plan, and it's really a good kickstart to your business. Also, I'm going to say this, it's not a pitch fest. For those of you that have been to seminars that you see on Facebook like HGTV or any of those people, right? You go there and it's not content. It's just more and more things to sell you something else. Our live events are set up with content. Now, let me tell you the selfish reason too why, I take my time we take our time to put something like this together. But me personally, every time we do a live event, listen up. Every time we do a live event, it's funny. There is more deals that come in the next weeks after that. Do you know why? Because people leave charged up and they leave with a good mindset. They leave with an action plan and they go home and they get deals done. Okay. So another reason why we do these every 3 months is obviously for the fact that we want to meet you and I want you to learn things. But I know personally, we're going to do more deals with you guys when you come to the live event, okay? You need to be energized and you need to stay charged in this business. And I'll tell you, this is a fact of life. There's a lot of you that are sitting here right now saying, I want to be a real estate investor, or I just got started in this business, okay? And guess what? You're looking in your life for heroes around you, people to say, John, you made a good move. John, you can do this. And let me tell you what's going to happen. And I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You're going to look to your family and you're going to look to your friends to be your biggest supporters. And unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I'm not saying not everybody, but you'll find that some of you, the people that are the closest to you in life, will also be the naysayers. When you come to this live event, you're literally going to be around people that have been through what you've been through, or going through what you're going through right now and starting this business. So as much as Peter and myself and Rafa and the whole team is going to teach you at this live event, there's no amount of money and there's no amount of something that I could tangibly say to you that matters as much as being around like-minded people. You hear me? People that understand where you are, that have taken the plunge, and they believe in you. You've got to surround yourself with people that feel that way, right? And for anything else, maybe that live event will be the reason why you decide to get in this business, the reason why you stay in this business, or the reason why you never start in this business. But you're never going to find another event like this for free. I can't even believe we're doing it for free. I mean, Peter's adamant about it being, for free, but you're never going to find something like this anywhere else. We do this event out of love for our partners because we want to meet them, and we want a few of you that are not our partners to come. We have a good, different types of folks in the crowd. But I'm going to, right now, I just put a link up, partnerdrivenlive.com. The event center that we have booked holds 150 people. This is not a sales pitch. Sounds like a good one, right? But this event will fill up here in the next couple of weeks, and once it's full, it's full. I'm sorry, right? So this ain't the time to sit on the fence in life. Click the button, make it happen. Now, of course, you're going to have to pay for a hotel. You're going to have to pay for travel and expenses, right? But do something for yourself. Do something that might change your life, right? Because you can always sit back and say, coulda, shoulda, woulda, right? And this goes to the partners too. Y'all got to figure out how to get there. I want to meet you, and I want you to learn more. I want us to collaborate together. But I need you to go and click that link at partnerdrivenlive.com so that we can reserve your spot, right? Because here pretty soon, unfortunately, I'm going to have to send responses that it's booked. And I definitely don't want to have that happen. So that's really, and mine wasn't as long as yours, Peter, but if you could see it convey my voice, it is worth coming. You have got to be there. Oh. And I do have one more surprise. And so, and Peter, we're going to talk a little bit about this, but our first ever partner-driven app will be released that weekend. Mm-hmm. Like you're talking about for us and for a lot of you, an app that is going to control your entire real estate business on your phone. Anything and everything that Peter and I have ever done in real estate investing or with working with people like you guys, right? We have literally put together, or we haven't, actually our business partner, Ben, has created this app through suggestions from us. You're going to be able to run your entire business from your phone. And we've, taken some ideas from other apps and things. You're going to be able to take a picture of somebody's house. It's going to be able to skip trace it to find their phone number right there. It's going to be able to find links to their Facebook and their social media accounts. You're going to be able to do direct mail from there. You're going to be able to set up a CRM system right from your phone. You're going to be able to pull leads right into your phone. You're going to be able to build teams within this app. It is going to absolutely be revolutionary, and it may be bigger than anything Peter, myself, Rafa, or Ben's ever done in our life. We are releasing that weekend. So it's literally going to be a big weekend. It's like we're going to have a cake or something. You know me, I'm all weird about like wanting these extra things. But get this, if you're our partner, this app's going to be free to you. That's just, when we decided to create this app, we created this app for our partners. And then we quickly realized that there's other people in this industry that are going to really want this app too. But for our partners, we're not going to charge you for any of this. This is going to be for you. We want you to be at that live event too, because we're going to need people to do beta testing with us. If y'all don't mind, I know people that are our partners, you're not going to have a problem helping us beta this app out. But I mean, that's another reason why I want you to be there. I mean, we're talking like revolutionary stuff that's going to happen that weekend. So
let me just piggyback off what Julie said. A couple of things. Number one, this app, I will just tell you right now, guys, I got 20 years in this thing. I got thousands of deals. Julie and I have been together for years. I could just tell you what she just said is absolutely dead on. This may be the most revolutionary thing that we have corporately done. I think this is going to be the most revolutionary thing. This will be the most and we know all the apps, we know all the developers of apps in real estate. We had some of them in our offices a little while ago. The app that we're going to put together is going to be literally the most revolutionary app in the real estate industry. It is, you will be able to literally run your, how'd you like your, like, I run my business at the level I'm at off my phone to a certain degree. You will that weekend be able to leave and run your whole business right out of here. Like literally. And we don't just mean like take notes and take pictures. We mean like get data, get information, be able to skip trace, be able to direct mail off of here, be able to get access to who owns properties. You can be in front of properties, point it, click it, and it'll give you information. This is mind-blowing. So just for no other reason, you need to be there just so you could be the person that's going to be like Julie saying, beta testing this thing for us. Because in the middle of you beta testing this thing, you will get deals. Next, here's one thing I learned in life, and I learned this from some extremely successful people. The key to anything in terms of success is when you make a decision, do something. You know, one of the worst things you could be here tonight is listening to us and it all makes sense. And you're like, well, yeah, I got it. I will be there. And you do nothing about it. You got to do something about it. So I know Julie said that there's a link up on your screens already, but it's simply partnerdrivenlive.com. Go there and you made a decision. If you made a decision that you're going to be there, take the step and go ahead and get registered. Save a spot, book your room tonight, make the commitment. The successful people across the board, if you talk to like uber successful people, these are the people whose names we all know, whose faces cover magazines. I could just tell you, I study people like that. And across the board, the one thing is they make a goal, they make a plan, and they make a decision immediately, and they take an action step immediately. So take the first action step, go to Partner Driven Live tonight, get yourself registered. We want to see you guys. Remember, it's not a moneymaker for us. As a matter of fact, we're going to lose money that weekend. You know, we gotta rent the room. We gotta pay our people to be there. We gotta take time away, excuse me, from our family and everything we have going on. It's okay. It's that important. And guys, if it's important at Julie's and my level, it's got to be important at your level. Okay? Because not to sound, brash or arrogant, chances are Julie and I are ahead of where you are. And if we are putting so much emphasis on being with you in a live environment, interacting and getting to the point that we start cranking out a lot of deals, and if we see that as such an important aspect, then you should too. So bottom line is this, guys. August 10th and 11th in Atlanta, Georgia, be there. You'll meet us. You'll meet the team. You'll see how we do things. I'm going to spend about an hour and a half teaching you how I negotiate deals, guys. Guys, I've negotiated thousands of deals. Thousands of deals I've done. And I promise you, when I go into negotiation mode, it's not uncommon for me today to get, 30 to 40% discount off the asking price. Is that worth coming to see that? You're going to spend an hour with Julie where she's going to be, basically teaching you how she calls sellers. I could tell you after being in our environment as long as I have, I could tell you that when our negotiators, these are the people like that know how to do this stuff. That when our agents, these are people that know how to do stuff. When they want to talk to sellers, guess what? They go to Julie's office and they're like, hey, can you make some seller calls with us? Well, you're going to be seeing Julie for about an hour explaining to you how she makes seller calls. Okay? I mean, you're going to be there for about an hour with Ben, who we just talked about, describing how to revolutionize your phone through this app, your business through this app that Julie and I just talked about. You're going to spend time and you're going to see our social media. You're going to see how Rafa does technical stuff and what's coming up and what you're going to take advantage of. You're going to hear our closer, Mary and Laura, talk about, how to close deals and the importance of that and how to, be proactive in the process. We haven't even mentioned this, but this is so critical to me. This is huge. But Saturday night, we always get like we do a social event, okay? And that's where we get together with you. You know, it's kind of like I call it let loose, right? We have a couple of cocktails together. We might smoke a cigar or two, and we just hang out. I remember, I remember, it's so funny. Last time we had this, and I don't know how. I guess I think I went around the corner or something, grabbed something, or I can't remember what the heck I did, and then as we came back, and Julie was standing there, and it was like 1 o'clock in the morning. I'm pulling into the parking lot of the hotel, and I see this crowd. I'm like, what the heck? It's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's all these people around Julie. I mean, that's pretty cool, right? Like a 1 or 2 in the morning, and they're all talking, and they're
Don't be telling people this stuff, Peter.
all good. No, that's really cool. And I remember getting out of the car. I remember walking to the hotel, and like 1 or 2 of those guys like chasing after us. But that's cool. I mean, this is how this business is built. You know, it's not just the technical stuff, it's the social stuff, it's the friendship stuff, it's the camaraderie, it's the relationships, it's the friendships. And that's what happens that weekend. So I'm just telling you, be there. So make the commitment tonight, partnerdrivenlive.com. Once you go there, it's August 10th and 11th. You'll get an email from us once you register, you'll get an automatic email from us with all the details, what hotel we're doing this in. We were able to get a block of room very inexpensively, so there will be like minimal cost to you to stay.
95. I think it's $95 or $96 a night. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's like the hotels you pay by the hour. That's the cool rate we're able to negotiate. So anyway, so go there. I don't know if that was a good example or not. So anyway, go there, register. It's going to be phenomenal. Okay. So anyway, guys, to bring this to an end, number one, be there. We are so excited about it. We're not even charging you to be there. That's how much we believe in that weekend. But number two, hopefully that is you guys follow us and you want to work with us. And some of y'all are like, hey, I'm ready to start doing deals. I want to go to the live event in August, but at the same time, I want to have a deal on the table by the time I get there. Then you need to be part of our partner-driven coaching program, because this is exactly what we do with partners literally all over the United States. And to learn more about how you could be one of our partners, and you simply go to our website tonight at www.coachingbypeter.com. And when you're one of our partners, we coach and mentor you. We generate leads for you. We provide the money to buy the properties, provide the money to fix them, sell them, split the profits. Simple as that. That's our model. We may wholesale some. We may retail some. But the goal is to do as many deals as possible. So we're excited. We're fired up. Make sure you go to the key. Maybe for those of you that are not part of our world at all, go to both of the websites and get committed tonight. But we're excited. Make the commitment. And we'll see you guys here in about the next month and a half. Right, Julie?
Yes. Can't wait to see you guys. And Kenneth, he's going to be there too. I can't wait to see you, man.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Bye, Susan.